to myself. And I'll be honest, I'm degenerating. I'm reading up on a lot of conspiracy theories. I'm that type of person now. That's who I am. None of the 5G stuff, but also here's the thing: as a Black woman, as a minority, I feel like it's my duty and responsibility to read up on conspiracy theories. I feel like there are a lot of them are just historically accurate a lot of the times. You know what I mean? You know, hindsight is 2020, but like, you know, you wanna know what's ahead. But I like some are crazy, obviously. We all hear people talking about the moon landing being fake, right? You're like, okay, I don't know. The Earth is flat. I feel like that's too far. That's too far. But one conspiracy that I'm really into right now, it just feels true. I really think the fluoride in the water is making me attracted to men. Okay. Who benefits from being attracted to men? You know, the man. Okay, the man benefits, right? He has his hands all over the place. Just how you like it, I don't know. The man. It's the water. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there. Think about it. Think about it. Let it mull over. I've been having stress dreams. Anyone else have stress dreams? Yeah.
Okay.
They follow like similar like imagery. I feel like, you know, you have a dream where you lose a tooth. That means you're worried about your mortality, right? You walk into a room with no shoes, you feel unprepared, right? Does anyone else have one where Beyonce's really mean to them? I feel like it's happening. We're not like maybe talking about it enough. You know, like if we talked about it, we'd all feel a little bit better about it. You know. Mine starts the same. I walk into a room, there's music playing, and she won't let me sing along. I find it especially rude because it's my dream. You know, it's my space, Beyonce. And it's a remix to Who Runs the World, except it goes like, who runs the world? Not this chick. Who runs the world? Not this chick. It's not very creative. Here's the thing. Do you guys remember an article circulating a while ago, like way before COVID? She was kind of, you know, bragging. She was thinking about working into how she's going to deliver her future albums via REM sleep. REM sleep. Huh. Yeah, we're just gonna wake up one day like really empowered, but also like $20 missing from our accounts, guys. There's nothing she cannot do, okay? And normally I'm here for it. I feel like normally I'm here for it. I love it. But there's a line crossed, right? There's a line crossed, right? Zuckerberg's in our information. Beyonce's in our dreams, okay? He must be stopped, okay? So I don't know how much time I have. I feel like I want to know, is anyone else getting bullied by Beyonce? Okay. Fine. There might be a Reddit thread about it. You may want to look into it. I don't know. Whatever. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to say anything. I'm home a lot, so I'm doing this thing where I flirt with my reflection in the mirror. So no one else is. No one's flirting with me. Yeah. I dress up. Sometimes I'll dress up, you know, I'll do my hair, makeup, and my mirror will be like, you look like a young Diana Ross. I'm like, get out of here, stupid. Get out. You're so dumb. Stupid. I don't I don't. There's another mirror in the house. It's not as flattering. It's a little too honest for my taste. And it's always like, honey. This is why Beyonce doesn't like you. And I was just like, I don't like that. It's not a nice mirror. Okay. Guys, my name is Qaly. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You have a lovely lineup ahead of you.
You guys keep it going for Qaly. I listened to her say her own name, and that's the only way I got it right. Thank you. Your set was phenomenal. You know what? I don't get bullied by Beyonce, but now Mariah Carey's blowing my phone up. She wants to know what the hell I meant by that. Oh, I don't know. Now I got to set her in edible arrangements or something. All right. Let's keep this a party going, because not only do we have a full lineup of funny women, but Jesus crap, I just keep making it awkward. So let's keep it on. People that are going to keep things funny. We're going to keep this in Canada because that's where the party's at tonight. Yeah. Also joining us from Toronto, one of my dear friends. She is on her third show in the last 2 hours. She's like burning it up today. You see her all over the place. She's got a cooking show on YouTube called It'll Be Fine. I think I got that right. And she does a whole bunch of other stuff. One of my favorites, very good friend, hopefully yours. Put your hands together. Let's welcome Qaly Zemnickis.
Hello. Hey, everyone. Nice to represent Canada tonight. Canada, of course, friends. The land where it's not that much better. We're not just, you guys down there can calm down. Yeah, we are equally as fucked up here, just so you know. This has definitely been a very stressful year for us all. We're all going through a lot of stuff. Personally, I had to go for an EKG recently, had to get the heart checked out. Thankfully, I'm fine. Thankfully, everything's good. But I gotta tell you, it felt so good to show someone my boobs. Nice. Yeah. I've been alone since March, friends. So no one's looked at them or touched them, or, you know, the girls haven't been out much, basically. So yeah, while I was there at the hospital, you know, I asked the nurse, I was like, hey, I'm here. Do you want to look at anything else? And she said no. She was pretty judgy about that, actually. Which wasn't very nice, you know, just a single gal trying to find love, for crying out loud, you know. I do feel like it was a tad bit excessive, though, for hospital security to escort me out afterwards. But, you know, I had to try, you know, I just had to try. But I am at that age now, though, where I'm going for medical checkups like this, you know, getting the heart checked. Mammograms are on my list now. I get to go for mammograms. See Kim nodding there. Yeah, I was I was trying to explain to a friend what a mammogram feels like. You know, this male friend of mine had a question, and I was like, well, okay, let's try to think of something that you understand. You understand food, sandwiches. Let's go with sandwiches. Actually, paninis. Yeah, it's a boob panini. That's what a mammogram is, guys. It's a boob panini. You know, the boob goes in there, and then it's boob smash. Yeah, yeah. It fucking hurts. It really hurts. And it's not like I knew going into it what this was going to feel like. You know, I had no idea. It's not like as a kid we get to play with Barbie's mammogram Malibu mansion. You know, it's not a toy. It should be, but it's not. But yeah, but there's just some shit in life, though, you've just got to experience. You don't know how it's going to be, when it's going to start. You know, for those of us who menstruate, when our periods start, they just start. We don't get a little note in the mail saying, you know, hey, tomorrow. That doesn't happen. Probably because of my period. I think this is why I hate surprises as much as I do. Yeah. Yeah, because that first one was a doozy, that sucked. I think it would be great if there was a period fairy. Yeah. I mean, we have a tooth fairy. Why not make a period fairy? This haggard old woman would come into your room the night before your period starts. Got like a cocktail and a cigarette, laying over your bed, like, hey, tomorrow, buckle up, buttercup. You're in for 40 years of a hormonal hellscape. Yeah. Tomorrow, don't wear those white pants. Yeah, that would have been helpful. Why the fuck are we always wearing white when this starts? Why? Always. But no, I think we need that. The tooth fairy, by the way, I don't know if you know this, tooth fairy originated with the Vikings. Yeah, that is how this whole charade started. Apparently, when a Viking would go off to battle, it would take a child's tooth with it for good luck. Yeah, it's a true story. Yeah. I like to think that the first time this happened, like this Viking dad was about to go off to battle, was leaving the house and just like clocked his kid in the face, Came home and be like, it worked. So yeah, I think that's how that started. I do have a show on YouTube where I cook and I bake. I am a foodie. I'm a die-hard foodie for sure. But I'm at the point where some people will have like a shoe or a purse for a special occasion. I have a snack for every occasion. Yeah. Just give me a situation. I can find your snack, a broken heart, cookie dough, obviously. Lost your job, cookie dough, obviously. Do you have repairs to do on your house? Use cookie dough. Yeah. It won't work, but you'll have cookie dough. So win. Yeah, it'll win. Yeah, I am an OG foodie. I like to call myself an old school foodie because when I was like in 5th grade, 6th grade, I used to bring homemade apple pies and peach cobblers to parties. Yeah, because that's what every 10-year-old really wants for their birthday. Fuck the Nintendo. They want a pie. That's what they want. Yeah. Yeah. In hindsight, this was not the way to find out if Todd liked me. No. But it was the way to find out that Todd had a nut allergy. So yeah. Yeah. Ruh-roh. My bad. I got invited to a lot of parties as a kid, which was great. It's good for the ego. But I'd like to think that the parents were just encouraging their kids to invite me because I was basically catering for free. That's what I was doing. Yeah. So I saved a lot of parents a lot of money in the 80s. So you're welcome. Yeah. That's what I did. Yeah. I did something kind of crazy for 2020, given the world we're living in. I decided to get back online dating. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Hey, 2020 is going so great. This was going to be a sure shot, slam dunk. But I downloaded this dating app called Hinge. And in doing so, Google Play sent me this little note after I installed it saying, oh, you've got Hinge. Well, can we also interest you in, say it with me, Sniper 3D. Here's the joke. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Sniper 3D is what they recommended I download. What the fuck? Jeez, I've been single for a while. Has dating gotten that bad that I need to be packing heat, And follow-up question, do people still say packing heat? I'm not. Probably don't. But yes, Kenzie, it is a video game. Yeah, it is. And I will say online dating is not going well for me, but I am fucking crushing it at Sniper 3D. So yeah, turns out I'm really good. So, you know, my phone knows me, which is nice. It's good to have a friend. Yeah. I mean, dating was weird pre-COVID, and now dating is still weird. So at least that hasn't changed. We have that consistency to hold on to. But the last date that I was on in the before times, I was on a coffee date with this guy who every single thing I said, he just referenced back to an episode of Full House. Yeah. Yeah. And for any guys watching tonight, your shelf life on Full House references is really short, you know, it's like lightning fast. Yeah. It goes from being mildly cute to get me the fuck out of here very quickly. You know, it really does. Yeah. In cases like that, I would love to be able to shout out dating stunt double and someone else just appear in my place. Be amazing. Oh my God, you just magically, someone who just looks like he was there and then you're suddenly home. That would be awesome. I would fucking love that. You know what I really need? I'll just wrap on this. I really need Judy Blume, that wonderful author, to write a sequel to Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. But call it Are You There, God? It's Me, Qaly. I'm 42 and I'm fucking frustrated. All right. That's all. I'm Qaly Zemnickis. Thanks so much.
Woo!
Oh my Lanta, keep it going for Qaly Zemnickis. That is the only Full House reference that I know. You're welcome. I will not continue with any more of those. I also know that when those words are said, it is my cue to get the fuck away from whoever just said them because they are going to know more than that. Yeah. You can catch Qaly at the Boston Comedy Festival also. Her appearance is going to be on December 2nd. Check that out. It's a huge festival. Such a huge honor to have her on it. And her baking show, It'll Be Fine, which you can catch on YouTube. And no one tell her, but I'm secretly dying to be a guest. Yes, shameless plug for myself. All right. And now let's shamelessly plug our next performer. They're joining us from Birmingham, Alabama. You can catch them Wednesday nights hosting the Right 10 After Dark feed on the Hot Breath Comedy Network out of Atlanta, Georgia. And she also performs weekly on it she performs weekly out of Shenanigans Comedy Theater in Huntsville, Alabama. So you guys put your hands together for one of my favorites and soon to be yours, Bobby Sutton.
Good guys and dolls. Well, hey, we're just dolls up in here, goddesses, in fact. So good evening, goddesses of Thanksgiving. Have we been having a wonderful vacation or what?
Woo-woo.
What's this Thanksgiving, like 7 months now? I just we ain't been working a long time. I am Bobby Sutton. I am your hot piece of white treasure stay at trailer home mom. But most of you know my home is attached to cinder blocks, which means obviously I can afford the fancier tiny ones. Yes, I highly recommend it. Life is finer for us tiny whiners. So good. Yeah, but you don't have to be all peanut butter and jealous for me, sweethearts. No, we trailer treasure moms, we have our struggles too. Yeah. Has anyone else ever taken their kid to the doctor trying to get them like heavily medicated only to have that same shrink triple down on your own meds? I'm that 50 Shades of Gray matter. Yeah. You know, another thing that I struggle with, you know, is being the only girl in the house. Yeah, y'all, I swear to God, if I was not living here with these men, they would have died of hepatitis Z a long time ago. Friggin' gross. I don't know if you can see this or not, but do you see this with all the black on there? And then that's the rug. It's taken me a week to shampoo this house. And that is because my husband works for the world's largest and stickiest soft drink company in the world. And my son also works for the greasiest pizza company in the world. And they bring all that shit home and track it across the carpet that is also occupied by a really asshole cat with serious OCD. Yeah, she's all reversed. I will find that cat scratching on my door to get into the house in a panic. Like, Mama, you gotta let me in right now. Oh, Mama, I have to pee. I gotta get to your beautifully clean, freshly washed carpet right now. You don't expect me to go out here in the grass and the dirt with the common cats and dogs, do you? What do I look like, some kind of animal? I hate her. She is so OCD. You cannot touch her food. Nothing she consumes, don't touch it, or she's going to give you that look. And she knows you did it. And she's going to give you this look like, oh, hell no, you little bitch. She calls me little bitch because I'm her little bitch. But she's like, oh, hell no. You did not just stick your finger in my water. Oh, please, honey, this pussy washes her pussy every day, okay? Sometimes every hour. And you nasty little bitch, you just scratch that ass and swipe right, don't you, little bitch? Did I mention she calls me a little bitch? Yeah, but speaking of, old dry pussy, who else has been married for 26 years? People have asked me, Robin, how did someone like you stay stapled to a man for 26 years? And well, I kind of credit the hysterectomy, yeah, because they took out the baby bed and left the playpen. Yeah. And I got to rejoin my cult. Yeah, I'm a member of the I'm Loving Naughty. I get to have loud ass sex all over the house again. And if my grown ass kids don't like it, they can move their ass out. So I'm he done went out and got a new lover. I hate her. Last month I had to sit there and watch him put down $5,000 to get that bitch a new lift job and a rim job. That damn truck is having a fabulous year. God, I hate that thing so much. He loves her too. He parks her so far out in the parking lot, I need a dang Sherpa just to find the Walmart. By the time I get the milk back to the truck, that shit's expired. Me, he'll leave on the oil lube lift rack, but the joke's on him. Yeah, me and that truck's got a relationship all our own. Yeah, I tell you, that truck has been heating my seat a lot more often than my husband has these past few days, I'll tell you what. Yeah. And at least that truck's willing to go through all the gears for me. How hard was that? I appreciate it. And I am living proof. Once you go black truck, you don't go back truck. No, I love that truck. So big and beautiful. It's got all the right cum gutters, and it's it's a nice truck. Yeah. And it figures that, I would be attracted to black trucks because I was raised in a black family. And my mom was the original OG I'm talking 17 years old, marching that bridge to Selma to watch Dr. King have his I Have a Dream speech. She rolled that hard, you know, and she raised us tough. Yeah, especially if we got out of hand, like out in the Sears or something. She'd get so fed up with us, she'd be like, all right, that's it, I've had it. Oh, I swear to God, next one of you gets out of hand, I'm gonna slap the black right off you. I've already done it to that one right there. Don't you make me do it again. I used to say, Mama, why you lie about slapping the black off me? She said, baby, I ain't lie. That's a joke. Don't nobody believe I can slap the black off anyone. If I can slap the black off people, I'd be the richest black slapping woman on the planet. I'd have people stretched all around this earth just asking them, what you want, honey? You want that full $1,000 black slapping, or you want that Michael Jackson $5.99 special? But it's okay to laugh. All the black people love this, okay? It's okay. But when I'm on the street, if you're looking for me in my neighborhood, you got to call me by my street name. And that's Cracker Jack. Yeah. Because I'm sweet. I'm a little nutty. And if you dig in my box deep enough, you're going to find a prize. Yeah. But my mama always taught me that if we could just learn each other's language and learn communication, that we could open the doors of love between us all. And in the spirit of my mom, I have decided to make a white trailer treasure dictionary, because a lot of us trailer folk, we're really not racist. We're just stupid and learned ebonics. So our dictionary has words like iron. Iron down to the store for some TP, but iron out there as fast as I could when I saw that dude with no mask on. Iron. Smother. Was that you down at the bar with Jim Bob the other night? Nah, that was Smother Slut. Smother. Dine. Oh my word, I've had too many tiny wines. My hangover's so bad, I'm dying. Hair of the dog. Dying. Expert. My expert in my face, and that's why he's my dang expert. And finally, shatter. That dang preacher went on so long last week, poor old grandma done shatter pants, God bless her. Shatter. Y'all, thank you, Tara, for having me on the WAP show. It's been a blast. Y'all have a safe and blessed week, and angels on ya.
Woo! Guys, keep it going for Bobby Sutton out of Birmingham, Alabama. Once again, you can catch her on the Right 10 After Dark Club on the Hot Breath Comedy Network. Check them out on Facebook. Easy to find. All right. Are you guys having a good time so far? Woo! Woo! Oh my God, more than one person said it. This is like a record. All right. Well, let's keep this good energy rolling. I'm liking the vibes of this room. I'm digging it. I feel like I don't know. I feel like some like yogi guru right now. I don't know. Just go with it. It's a good flow. All right. Coming up next to our stage, she's joining us from Chicago, Illinois. She used to perform all over town, but now you can basically just find her in your living room. All right, I'm gonna have to check the locks on my front door if this is true, but put your hands together. Let's give a huge welcome to Kim Cook.
Woo! So yeah, my last name is Cook, and it's weird having the last name of something I do not do well. But I'm lucky because my husband Andrew is British, so he's cool with it. Yeah. It's all right, Kim. It's not like I've ever tasted good food. Yeah. You might be thinking, that is not exactly the best British accent I've ever heard, but that's how he sounds. Yeah. Kind of like he just walked off the Broadway play Oliver, like, thank you, sir. Can I have some more? Mm-hmm. That's what he says after sex. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He calls me sir because I make him. Mm-hmm. You want to know what he says during sex?
Yeah.
The British are coming. The British are coming. but we've been married almost 10 years, so they come every now and then. But my first name is Kim, and that's Kim. It's not Karen. No. You all know Karen, right? Like, hi, I'm an uptight, entitled white woman. You can find me at Target, not wearing a mask, but wearing a Live, Laugh, Love t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And I rock the oh-so edgy haircut, the reverse middle-aged mullet. Yeah. Business in the back, party up front. I'm going to tell you a little secret. I totally had that haircut before the yeah.
It was good. It was good, though.
Yeah. So instead of having a haircut that says, I need to speak to a manager. Yeah. Now my haircut says, hey, all you cool cats and kittens. I fed my last husband to a tiger.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm rocking the Carol Baskin. Thank you for it. But it's hard to look like a Karen on the outside. Like, I do yoga. I drink the occasional pumpkin spice latte. I do, in fact, dress my small dogs. Okay. It doesn't make me a Karen, but it does make me a basic bitch. I know. But you guys, I've been stuck in quarantine, and I don't know about you, but I think I've watched everything on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything. Are you still watching Damn Straight? Is the vaccine out yet? Yes, Netflix. I'm still watching. So I'm going to do a couple of impressions for you guys, okay? So from a couple of my favorite shows. So the first one is Alexis from Schitt's Creek. Here she is looking at a piece of art by Michelangelo. Okay. Let's see. Ew, David. Yeah, that was her looking at. Next is Ruth from Ozark as a contestant on Love is Blind. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, I'm here to find my future fucking husband. Thank you. So you guys, it's been a long 8 months now. So I actually met my husband through our mutual friend, Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah. We met through Facebook, and it's weird because Andrew was still living in England when he started chatting me up. And after a few weeks, he decided to fly to America. Like, I want to make sure what we have is real and you're not just fish and chipping me. The day we met, I felt so blessed. He didn't serial kill me. Seriously. Like, he could have chopped me up to a bunch of tiny pieces and thrown me in a shepherd's pie, right? Because, yeah, I don't know if you've had British food, but they will throw anything in a pie. But it worked out because I'm here to tell you guys about it, right? And we got engaged after only 2 months.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I wasn't even pregnant. I know. It was such a sweet proposal. He got down on one knee and he looked me right in the eyes and said, "It's quite expensive flying across the Atlantic for a bit, the old rumpy pumpy. Fancy being my wife? Yeah, how could I turn that down, right?" Fun fact, that's the exact same way Prince Harry proposed to Meghan Markle. Mm-hmm, yeah. Royal rumpy pumpy. Mm-hmm. Although, is he still technically a royal? Like, I don't know. I think we should start referring to him as the artist formerly known as Prince Harry, right? So my dad was not so happy about this quick engagement. He was like, "Come on now, Kim, a green card marriage?" Yeah, because all my dad thought I had to offer a man is citizenship. Mm-hmm. I was like, "Yes, Dad, that's exactly it. I got tired of the dating scene, so I decided to start exploring different options, like hanging out in front of immigration offices." And wow, it's like an untapped resource of exotic men. And men are a lot easier to pick up once their work visa expires. So you guys are welcome for that hot tip. And my dad was also upset because he realized this meant I never listened to his rule number 1 growing up as a child. It was, "Kimmy, do not stick foreign objects in your mouth." Or anywhere else. Yeah. Sorry, Dad. So I hate that my husband comments on my love of condiments. Anybody else? No. It's like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Don't be flamboyant with your use of condiments. I'm like, it's the apocalypse, Andrew. If I want to bathe in ranch dressing, I will. It's a good thing he looks so sweet when he's sleeping. Yeah. And that it's hard to beat a man to death with a bottle of Hidden Valley. Yeah. So Andrew and I have just like started running on a regular basis without being chased. I know, it's crazy. I think we have our different reasons for running. Like, it's like, Kim, this will help us to stay healthy and trim, and maybe you can burn off some of those ranch calories. I know, and I think it keeps us close as a couple from actually killing each other. Yeah. Yes. And it's hard to start running during the middle of a pandemic and during the middle of my 40s. Yeah, because I am slow. Yeah. Even the old man pushing the ice cream cart uphill is faster than me. It's pretty bad. And I hate that, you know, when we run, my husband is much faster than me because we don't look like a couple. I look like a desperate woman trying to catch a guy, right? And I can tell what people are thinking at the park as we pass them. They're like, oh, that poor woman. You think she would have settled down at her age? Maybe she'd have a better luck with the old man pushing the ice cream cart. And I'm like, screw you, Karen. But anyway, so I decided I was going to go running on my own one day. And good news, I ran 2 miles without stopping. Thank you. Bad news is this guy running the opposite direction of me took one look and said, you've got this. And what's worse is he said this through his craft beer beard and while sporting a man bun. Yeah. And I don't even know how he could run in Birkenstocks. Okay. But I went after him and I was like, I've got what? Ascot, Asher, Ashhole, whatever your hipster name is. I was like, what do I have? And in true hipster fashion, he didn't answer me. I think it's because he was faster than me. But, I didn't slow down. I was like, and for your information, there are only 2 types of men that can pull off a man bun. And it's Jon Snow and no one else. Yeah. I think I said my piece. So I was home and I reported the weird incident to my husband. He's like, well, maybe it's because towards the end of your runs, you look a bit like Phoebe. And I was like, if you haven't seen that episode of Friends, Phoebe does run like this.
Oh, yeah.
He's not wrong. No, but it's okay, you guys, because now Andrew and Ashhole are buried in the back, and I can run 3 miles without stopping. So
Aw.
Yeah.
got this. All right, thanks, guys. That's my time.
Yeah.
Keep it going for Kim Cook out of Chicago, Illinois. You tell Ashhole I said to knock it the fuck off, man. You do got this. And he doesn't have to put his input. What business does he have? That's like me fat shaming Mariah Carey. I mean, come on. That was poor form on my part, but we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to keep this moving. I know, right? Because poor form on my part's what I do. I mean, if you're not used to that yet, then clearly we are not friends. But speaking of friends, so this next comedian coming to the stage, I mean, I'm like totally gonna brag this shit. I know this person, guys. They used to live like an hour from me. They had to move their ass all the way across the country now. But last night, they won the Seinfeld challenge on the Tonight Show. They even told a Seinfeld joke better than Jimmy Fallon. That in itself is huge. Also, shameless plug for another thing that they're doing. Aside from this show tonight, they're also on a show tomorrow night called Leftover Turkeys, brought to you by Living Room Comedy, hosted by me. So if you like this and you're not too scared after this show, come see us again tomorrow. Free tickets are available on Eventbrite. Enough about that. Let's get to some more jokes. coming up to the stage. She used to be in the Seattle area, and now she's over in New Jersey. Put your hands together. She's gonna be big. Remember this name. Give it up for Ashley Gutermuth.
Oh my goodness. What an
Go,
introduction. I
Ashley!
feel like I need to bring you everywhere I go. Oh,
I'll do it.
you're in. I need a hype person. You're coming. That was great. I did get a clip on the Tonight Show last night, and that was super neat. I was telling everybody earlier, thank you so much, that it's I first of all, when something like that happens, there's like 190,000 hits, I think, on the YouTube clip thing that they did. You don't look in the comment section. You keep your peepers on your own page. Keep them down. You don't want to see what's happening in there. Don't crush your soul. It's been mostly positive, but because the Tonight Show tagged me and Jerry Seinfeld in the tweets, yeah, it's super cool. But people that don't like Jerry Seinfeld also now hate me.
Oh, no.
Which doesn't seem fair, but fine, all right. I don't hate. He was very nice to me. He was lovely. One person just tweeted, "Hey, look at your face." Like, all right, that's an insult. Another person said, "Hey, Jerry, why don't you go to the mushroom barley farm?" Does that mean anything? What is that? Sounds like a fantastic restaurant. Like I would go to the. It's a weird insult. So it's been lovely. It's been great. They were Jimmy Fallon and Jerry Seinfeld were wonderful. That was great. Kim, you're talking about going running with your husband, and I have a fix. I had to do this because I run a lot, and my husband was faster than me. What you do is you got these. They make these little weights that you can actually secretly sew into his running clothes. And they don't realize just over time, what I'm training so hard and I'm not getting any faster, babe. So I don't know what's going on. So that's a quick tip, pro tip. So I had this great aunt, right? I had a great aunt. Well, she was okay. She was all right. She was actually my great aunt once removed when she died. You know, you're really removed when you're dead. That's I feel like removed sounds to me so much better than dead. You know, like did your aunt die? No, she was removed. Oh, what was she into? What did she do? So you may have heard this. Teddy Roosevelt said, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." My aunt carried a bat. Yeah. 48 ounces. 48. She called it a cane. Louisville Slugger does not make canes. I checked. They don't. She was tough. She was super tough. Somebody tried to mug her once, and she just swung that cane like she was aiming for left field. Just boom. Amazing follow through. Somebody shouted, "Home run." She was like, "Nope. Nope, I think he just went through the wall." He's just hit the wall. My aunt was a psychiatric nurse, and she was super rude. She was. She called her patients the crazies. That's not a medical term. It's not, the crazies. They say it takes one to know one, right?
Okay.
And that's what all the psych patients used to say to her. Like, yeah, no one. A nurse in a psych ward, though. I mean, they used to call those places mental hospitals, but now they just call them Airbnbs. You can you can book yourself online. It's easy. It's a super hard job, though. She, as mean as she was, that is a super hard job. And she did it for a long time. One of the patients actually attacked her and broke her back. She completely broke her back. But when that happened, the psychiatric hospital that she worked for really supported her. They had her watch a video on violence in the workplace, you know, which they said, oh, a patient attacked you. Okay, why don't you watch Patients Are People Too. How to Not Get Punched. That's real supportive. They had her back. So eventually she started to have like serious mental issues related to being attacked. And the hospital, then they really supported her and they gave her a padded room, which is convenient, you know, going straight into work. Don't have to leave. It must have been hard for her, right? It must have been hard for her. Learning to call her patients roommates. That's language is a shift. That's hard. She was in a lot of pain, and I know she was in a lot of pain because she was super angry all the time. Just all the time. She got into an argument on Easter with my grandfather. That was her brother. And she took a giant chocolate Easter egg, just one of those really huge ones that barely fit in your hand, the expensive ones. And she just smashed it into his balls. Bam, bam. To this day, I do not know why she was so mad. But I don't. It was probably because he wasn't wearing pants. That's most likely. It was on Easter Sunday. Come on, Grandpa. Come on. Even Jesus was like, I have risen. What happened? Oh, no. No, thanks. I'm going back behind the rock. I don't need this. What are you doing? So she gets addicted to Percocet for all of her pain. It's really hard, right? She gets addicted to Percocet, which can really clog up your digestive system. Oh, man. And she probably took it for 20 years. Yeah. So you know she was constipated. Her colon wasn't just backed up. It was petrified. It was hard and scared. Both. The doctor just looked at her and said, look, I can't legally prescribe Drano. But you need it. You need it. And look, if that doesn't work, I'll give you a referral to my associate, Dr. Roto-Rooter. Tell him I sent you. It'll work. Her house was full of Percocet. Not anymore. Don't try to find it. It's gone. Sold it. No. The doctors prescribed her so much Percocet that she kept them in Pringles cans.
Oh.
Pringles cans. Giant Pringles cans. You know, the Pringles slogan has a warning right on the label. You know, once you pop, you can't stop. On my aunt's Pringles can, it said, once you pop, you can't feel your toes. Special warning label. Oh, kept hundreds of Percocet in a Pringles can. You know, just because you're an old lady doesn't mean you can't have fun, you know? Just, she would invite her friends over. Hey, you want some snacks? I've got pretzels and Percocets. All of her friends were off their tits. Off their tits. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. It's been lovely. I need to sleep. Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.
Congratulations.
Keep it going for Ashley Gutermuth. Adding shit to her cred on the daily. And now chronic napper is going to be one of them.
Yeah.
We all need to hang out with her grandma, though, for some pretzels, Percocet, and pinochle. Pinochle. Or poker. She seems like a poker chick. I don't know, whatever. We'll make her play anything that starts with a P. Parcheesi. Okay. All right, let's keep this party rolling, because now we're bringing up another one of my favorites. I don't just say that. I have developed relationships with these ladies. I've gotten to know them, and sometimes I know more than I want to. This isn't. This is a good moderate amount of no. She's joining us from Salt Lake City, Utah. She is the host of the Pandemic. As we know it, probably the longest running virtual open mic online. You should check it out. It's fantastic. It's got a few versions and all of them are great, including its host. Put your hands together. Let's give a huge warm welcome to Rachel Rothenberg.
Hello, hello. Ooh, the big reveal as I take off my screen glasses. Wow. I also entered the Seinfeld challenge. I actually recorded a bit called Bugs Going with a question mark on the end, which I performed to one of my pet bugs, and I recorded it and I submitted it to the Tonight Show, and I obviously did not make it onto television, but my husband and I did subscribe to Hulu Live TV last night to see if I made it on, so we were able to catch Ashley's bit on there, which was great, and it was worth it. But what this also means is that we have CNN for the first time since COVID. Like we've literally not watched CNN, and I watched CNN for 20 minutes today, and I had a legitimate panic attack. So I don't recommend that. It's terrifying. Anyway, that's not jokes. I should get to the point here. My name is Rachel Rothenberg. I am very into period clothing, which is to say that I love to free bleed in vintage dresses. I have a general interest in fashion. I'm not particularly well dressed right now because I was sleeping not very long ago, but I have a lot of very strong opinions about clothing, and people often ask me for like tips on how to dress themselves. And I often tell people, like people who are seeking a conventionally feminine silhouette, like the first step is you need to start wearing underwear so wide and so tall that it would be inaccurate to call them panties, because panties is diminutive. Another thing that I tell people all the time is that really, I don't think anyone should ever wear open-toed shoes ever in their lives. I really think that toes are disgusting. I think that toes should be more private than tits, okay? I really think that we need to imprison the toenail and free the nipple. You hear what I'm saying here? Objectively, it is true that feet are grosser than boobs, right? And I think about the toes on my shoes so much because I actually experience almost like a body like dysmorphia when I'm not wearing shoes with a very pointy toe on them. This is just a weird thing about me. I feel very short without pointy toes. Anytime I'm out in public, you can't tell through Zoom, but I'm always wearing very pointy shoes. And it's so bad that a couple of years ago, something happened to me where I fell on a cactus at my parents' house. And I fell onto the cactus and my legs were absolutely full of thorns. And then, my legs were shooting blood like a fucking sprinkler. They were absolutely just spraying blood. And I fainted at the sight of so much of my own blood. And I saturated my favorite coat with a bunch of my own blood. And then I went to a doctor in Southern Utah who told me I had no thorns inside me, even though I could feel a 2-inch thorn inside my foot. And then I came back to Salt Lake City and I went to another doctor and no one believed me, and no one believed me for 6 months. And then finally, by the time someone believed me, the thorn had migrated so deep into my foot that I had to have full-blown surgery and they had to knock me out and all that shit. And then, they had to prescribe me opiates and I had to get constipated and the whole deal, right? And then, but truly, the worst thing about this entire experience to me, though, was the fact that for 4 weeks after I had this surgery, I had to wear a surgical boot with a square toe. That was the most heinous bit. That was truly the worst part. Yeah, I felt neutered. It was fucked up. But you know, I mentioned falling on a cactus in that story, and you may be like, what the fuck, Rachel? How did that happen? And the truth is, I am an adult female klutz. And the way that works is I often have visible injuries, you know, like strange bruises or weird scratches or black eyes, which are difficult to explain, you know, like one time I gave myself a black eye with a bar of soap, for example. It was lodged too firmly on the edge of my bathtub, and I was trying to like yank it off the side, and I was pulling on it, and finally it popped off, and my arm swung around and hit me right in the eye with the bar of soap, right? And I gave myself a really horrible black eye that way. And I go out in public with visible injuries like this, and people come up to me and they say to me, who did this to you? You know, what man did this to you? And I'm always like, excuse me, you sexist piece of shit. You think I couldn't have done this to myself? Clearly you hate women. And besides, I don't hang out with men who beat me, okay? Except at things like chess and Scrabble. That's exactly the type of man I hang out with. Yeah, I am indeed a heterosexual, but only because I can't play the weird one in my comedic double act without a straight man. I've been married for 3 months now, and I've still managed to not turn into one of those straight women on social media who's always posting like, oh my God, I'm so lucky to be married to my best friend. You know, you always see that. And I'm always like, damn, way to friend zone your husband.
All right.
Talk about a power move. Shit. My husband is secretly my best friend though. Like, don't tell anybody. I know that's disgusting. But he knows me very, very well. And like just the other day, he dropped a casual remark into a conversation about my nightmares. And I was like, my nightmares, what are you talking about? And he was like, you know, the nightmares you're always describing to me, you know, like the one where you're wading through knee-deep human shit in your wedding dress, or the one where you're pulling clumps of hair from your throat like clogs from a drain, or the one where you're trying to figure out how you can properly season human shit so you can eat it for your health, or the one where you're shitting an entire chicken, feathers and all, and you're having to extract the beak and the legs from your asshole, or the one where you're having to use a humiliating human litter box in front of a cruise ship full of people, and you know, your nightmares. And I said, oh, those? I just call those my dreams. I am, you may have noticed like a certain kind of preoccupation in the nightmares. I am a disturbed person because I have digestive problems. I have IBS. I have very bad IBS, and just to explain that succinctly, the way that works is essentially I'm kind of like a ghost in a cartoon. Like I eat food and it just falls out the other side of my body. You know, and I end up going through the same routine every morning with my IBS. You know, I wake up and I'm hurting and I'm inevitably sent into a panic attack by the pain. And then I inevitably clog my toilet and I have to unclog it using a pipe snake, you know. And then in a moment of sheer body horror, I look down upon myself and I realize that I'm naked because that's how I tend to sleep and hang out at home. And then I have to smoke a bowl and cancel whatever plans I made for the day, right? And I call this routine the wake and ache and shake and quake and snake and nake and bake and flake. I do it every day, you guys, every day. And on top of the fact that I have this IBS, I am what I call a gastromasochist, which is to say I am a person who has these problems and I still eat foods that make me sick. I do it, you know, like the other week I had a live show and I was like, oh, I'm going to reward myself by getting a pizza, right? But what is that even saying? It's saying I'm going to reward myself by giving myself diarrhea. Jesus. I really earned my diarrhea tonight. Okay. But people like to always say that their body is like a temple, right? And I'm a Jew, so like if my body is a temple, I guess my body is a synagogue, first of all. And if my body is a synagogue, I treat my body like I am an anti-Semitic vandal. Okay. Like every time I eat dairy, it's like I'm breaking like a timeless stained glass window, you know. Every time I eat wheat, it's like I'm painting a swastika on the exterior. Jesus Christ. Horrible. Gotta treat myself better, but fuck Nazis. You gotta, no. If you took away from that joke that I was endorsing anything like this, you're wrong, because obviously, no. I am a millennial Jewess. You know, I think a lot about like what I can do as a millennial Jewess to like get back at the people who've done us wrong, you know, and like honor our heritage and you know, do these things. What can I do? What's the most millennial thing I can do? What I've arrived at is that the most profoundly disrespectful and offensive thing that I can do is misgender Hitler on purpose when I talk about her. Cause like, fuck that bitch, you know, I told a friend I was gonna misgender Hitler for a joke, and he said that I should call Hitler a fat slut. And I was like, no, I will not do that. I will neither slut shame nor body shame Hitler. No, because I will not compare the fat sluts of the world whom I love to somebody so unflattering. Okay, no. However, I will tell you a Hitler joke and you'll see how this works, okay? I think a lot about like, what if Hitler had been born a millennial? You know, maybe she could have gone on YouTube, and maybe she could have ranted and raved on there, and maybe, just maybe, she would have been content with 6 million views. That's a joke I can make, but you can't laugh, and it's such a conundrum. Okay. Anyway, I'm a very pedantic person. I think a lot about words, and as such, I don't have a safe word for having weird sex. I have a safe paragraph. And the way that works is I'll be having sexual relations with my spouse, and when things start to go down some avenue that I decide I no longer enjoy, I say to him to completion, I henceforth revoke consent for intercourse, outer course, hander course, mouther course, and uphold the revocation of consent for anal course, as well as the continuation of the unfashionable bans on analingus and all accompanying anus-related phalangeal acts upon me. Please withdraw yourself from whatever hole or holes you presently inhabit and cease all ejaculatory endeavors at once. And it usually works. Okay, thank you for having me on. Bye.
And if he doesn't come by the end of all that, you clearly have not done your job. Guys, keep it going for Rachel Rothenberg out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Check her out on the Panda mic. Oh, gosh, that was beautiful. All right, you guys ready for some more?
Woo!
All right, I was waiting for that. Okay, let's keep this energy rolling. Apparently, we've got extended life batteries on this vibe. I'm digging it. Okay. I know, now I'm making sex toy jokes. When will it end? Oh my God. All right, joining us now out of Los Angeles, California. You guys put your hands together, make a whole lot of noise. Let's give a big wappy welcome to Jihan Sabir.
Oh, wappy, huh? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. I wasn't sure. I'm not in my house. You know, the whole WAP thing, I feel so like I'm not on my game, because I was unaware of that song when it originally came out, and a white man had to tell me about the WAP.
Oh, wow.
I don't listen to the radio, you guys. I don't listen to the radio. I'm not out looking for new music, so the WAP just kind of fell in my lap. And, and it was gifted to me by a white man. I'm a little disappointed with this year, you know, but not for the reason you think. It's because I've never had a pregnancy scare. But I think 2021 is my year. Okay. Because Oprah said you have to visualize what you want manifest in this life, you know? So my vision board is nothing but dicks. Various dicks, thank you. I am single, hey. I can't guarantee you a WAP though, you know? Oh, if that's what you're looking for, I don't know what to tell you. You know, it's like either the WAP or birth control. You got to pick one. So, I did get some quarantine dick. Thank you so much. I got it at the beginning when it was the hardest to get. Okay. And you know, we were very safe, you know, we fucked in a car, and I, you know, ruined myself, okay? Because we fucked in an SUV, and now I can never go back to compacts. I'm a leggy girl and I like leverage. What can I tell you? So if you're trying to talk to me and you have a Honda Civic, just keep it moving, you know? Only Highlanders and Escalades for this bitch. You got to be able to lay them seats down. You know what I'm saying? No, it's so crazy. I actually I just me and my boyfriend just broke up, which is sad, but also it's like, what the fuck? Like these I was perfectly content being single. You know what I mean? They always catch you. They're always catching you. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm good. I got an apartment. I got, you know, I'm working. Like, I was happy with my work. You know, I was working toward my goals. You know what I mean? Getting my little fitness shit together. And then here comes the dick, ruining everything. You know, it feels good for a while. And then, you know, well, you know, it's just crazy. You're like, God damn it. I was doing fantastic before you came here. Okay. Thriving, even, some would say. You know? Lord. A little poison. I was thinking about it, like, why don't we have Carfax for dick? Like, why isn't this a thing? Like, if I match with some dude, I should be able to pull up his dick Carfax to see what the fuck is going on. I want to hear, you know, I want to hear testimonials from exes, women he's ran into. Like, I want to hear the whole thing. We need to create this, you know. Any coders in here, let's collaborate. We need Carfax for dick. It's so important. Like, it would save us so much time. You know, so much time. No, but it's okay. Is it? But whatever. I feel comfortable talking about this because, you know, I'm in familiar company. So my fellow ladies, dudes suck, right? I'm sorry. A few of you are married. I'm so sorry, but you know, I'm in my after this last one, I legit was about to create, you know, a she man haters club or some shit, like what? Like Little Rascals. Be like, you can't come in here, and your dick sucks. Yeah, that's just life. But oh my God, you know, I've been watching a lot of America's Next Top Model. I've been revisiting the show. If you want to know, all 22 seasons are on Hulu. If you want to check it out. And it's mind-boggling to me watching it as an adult, because I watched it as a child and I was like, wow, this is amazing. These are adults, and you know, and they live in a house and they get to take pictures. And then you watch it as an adult and you're like, oh no, this is terrible. These producers are the devil. These are children. These are children, and they're making them do these terrible, horrible things. But I still love it. It's very entertaining. There's something about, like, they have quite a few episodes where they put white girls in blackface. I just want you to know this, but They have quite a few, okay, where they swap races, and not making this up, but for some reason it doesn't offend me. It's just not offensive to me. It's just hilarious. I think it's hilarious, because they're not like they're not like Sambo characters, you know. They don't have like big pink lips or anything, you know. They're like trying to they were trying to be like artistic and like show homage to a culture by making you know, a pointy nose, blue-eyed white girl black. And I just think it's funny because they just look so stupid, and they're like, but it's for art, you know. You know, don't cancel Top Model. I still like it. They stopped doing that like 10 seasons in. They stopped swapping ethnicities, but they did it pretty like a lot. It's kind of amazing how many times they did it. I think the only reason they've been able to get away with it is because like you know, the creator and host is black, but you know, she's a little iffy. But we love Tyra. We love Tyra. We love Tyra. Why don't we ever talk about that? Tyra Banks and RuPaul are the same person. Why don't we ever talk about this? No one ever brings this up. You never see them in the same room at the same time. You ever think about that? they're the same fucking person, okay? It's like they inform each other, you know. It's like Tyra was doing Ru on Top Model, and then when Ru got Drag Race, he was doing Tyra on Drag Race. It's like they're the same fucking person. They even down to the same honey blonde wigs. Like they were the same fucking person. They're the same person. It's crazy. We never talk about it, but it's true. I wasn't going to talk about any of these things tonight, but I just feel so comfy with you all. I always fall asleep immediately after I come. Thank you. It's hard work. But for some reason, I'm wide awake after sex. Yeah, that's a thinker. That's a thinker. You'll be thinking about that on your way to bed tonight. Or when you're in bed with someone who's wide awake. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate there. You go in, you put those WAPs in as many faces as you fucking can. I'm Jihan Sabir. Thank you.
Keep it going for Jihan Sabir. Coming to us out of Los Angeles, California. You know, at any other time, I would say WAP is wet ass pussy. But tonight, it's women are funny with a PH because we can't spell and we like to state the obvious. Can you tell that a guy came up with this show? Okay.
So true.
Oh, right. That's enough man shaming, which is the only shaming allowed on this show.
No, this is my man haters club. This is my man haters club.
That one's for Jihan. See, we're with you, girl. All right. Let's keep it going. You guys, we're on to our headliner. Are you ready?
Woo!
Yay.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, guys. So you may have seen her earlier this year at the Northwest Black Comedy Festival in Portland. And coming soon, she will be producing a weekly show at the 10th Street Edge Brewing Company in downtown Boise, Idaho, which coincidentally is where she's hailing from. So you guys put your hands together. Please welcome your headliner, Reese Samuels.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, perfect. Hi, everybody. So before COVID, who would like to make it as terrifying as possible to leave their home? Just me? Okay. Yeah, that's okay. No, so I like to do that to myself every now and then. I did that to myself the other day. I decided to drink a couple of cups of coffee, and then I jumped on a video chat with my friend, and we decided to smoke a bowl together. And then all of a sudden, I started to realize that I started to feel a little bit of anxiety, just a little bit, but it was okay. It was all right. And you know what? I just, man, I'm starting to feel really anxious. Okay, let's see here. What am I eating today? Did I eat steak? Only a peach. Let's see here. Only a peach. We should eat a little bit more. Let's eat another peach. Yeah, another peach will be enough food for 2 more cups of coffee. Okay, yeah. 2 more cups of coffee. It's gonna be totally great. I'm totally fine. Oh, I have to go outside. Okay, let's go outside. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. You know, there's nothing going on in the world right now. There's not a pandemic happening. There weren't fire tornadoes. Oh, was that an earthquake that we just had here in March? Yeah, we did have an earthquake here in March. Okay, let's go ahead and get to this 2-ton vehicle now and go driving through it. All right. Oh man, look at all this traffic. Look at all this traffic. Look at all these people. Am I going to be okay? I'm going to be fine. You know what? It's okay though, because we're really excited and hyper because we had a bunch of coffee. And this is nothing but an adventure that could lead to your death, which is your biggest fear. How you doing, buddy? What's fun? Work today? Yeah, so I like to do that every now and then. I do have really bad anxiety, and I used to drink to help cope with that. P.S. Drinking does not help with anxiety. Don't know if y'all didn't know that, but it's great in the time being. Next day, not so much. So I've been a couple of years sober now from alcohol, and it's been fantastic. Before COVID, like I can now use COVID for this, but I could get out of any social situation because of my sobriety. It'd be like, people would be hanging out, be like, oh, are you taking off? I'm like, yeah. Is it because of the alcohol? Yeah, sure. With that. It's not because I just watched a stepbrother and stepsister make out, but for sure, let's go with, you know what? Actually, that is because of the alcohol, but yeah, I'm still gonna go. Bye. I do live in Idaho, y'all, just so you know. So, and it was funny too, because at that situation, they're like, we met each other, like our parents got married when we were like 10 and 11. I'm like, bitch, that shit don't matter. That shit's still nasty, okay? Your brother and sister. But yeah, I can get out of any social situation with it. I can get out of birthdays. No, it's cool. I don't need to celebrate your birthday week with you. Bachelorette parties. Ooh, dick crown. Nah, I'm good. The only dick I like on me is attached to the man that I married. Appreciate it. Funerals does happen. A little bit of drinking. Weddings. Fuck yes, weddings are prime for it. Until one of my friends is like, it's a dry wedding, Reese. I'm like, fuck. Okay. Well, I don't like Mormons, so hey! A lot of Mormons in Idaho too. But my sobriety has been awesome in the fact that I find myself in a lot less trees. I don't know how y'all get when you drink, but when I get drunk, I like to climb shit. And you know, Boise Fire Department will come get you out of a tree if you climb too high and forget how to get down. Found that one out one night. I was in a tree for 3.5 hours. My friends were like, why are we not calling somebody yet? I'm like, because if the police show up, I gotta blow under, okay? Under. Public intoxication tickets are still a thing. But yeah, no, during this COVID thing, I will say that was probably the one time that my sobriety was challenged the most, was back in March. All of the restaurants in Boise were shutting down. I bartend when I'm not doing stand-up comedy. And one of our dishwashers, we were walking through a downtown area, talking about the hockey arena, just not even acknowledging the fact that we were both jobless and that we didn't know when we were gonna see each other again. And we stepped into Liquid, which was our comedy club here. And I see all of my friends and comics, and they're just like, in this bliss. They're all getting drunk, they're laughing. Meanwhile, I am just like so down and depressed. And at that point, I had never wanted to drink more in my life. And then I watched that stepbrother and stepsister make out, and I was like, you know what? I'm straight. Shot of Red Bull, please. No vodka. Thank you. No, but it's been a thing. Like, quarantine was honestly not that bad for me. I really enjoyed it. I didn't have to go to a lot of weddings, which was awesome, because tends to happen here in Idaho where I got to deal with a lot of racist grandparents when I go to weddings. So that was nice that I got to avoid that. And I was like, my big thing is I don't have kids and I don't like old people, and I don't have kids because I don't like kids. Like, and it's frowned upon in society to strike a child or an old person, but I got a way around that, y'all. You could trip them. Plain and easy. You got to be careful though. There's a difference. Like little kids, you can trip them. They'll fall, do that whole shit where they'll look and be like, "Oh, am I supposed to cry because someone's paying attention?" And they'll just get back up and they're good. Old people though, you got to be careful with them. You might break a hip. So might I suggest cushion surfaces such as like grass or carpeting? And bonus points if someone's there to catch them. So I've never tripped an old person. I have tripped.
Now I can see her.
Water there. Another great thing during quarantine for me, I really got into board games. I'm already a nerd, so this just adds on top of it. And there's like a lot of board game lingo that I didn't really get and understand at first. And as I got it, I was really excited because I'm like, oh, my favorite board game. Okay, so this is a deck building, dice rolling, worker placement game. Got it, perfect. Now give me all of those colorful chips because I want to eat. I'm still a little kid. Pro tip, make sure you don't get high and then play a board game and then put your snacks next to all the pieces. Bad idea. Your teeth will thank you later. Trust me. But yeah, so this summer I actually did get married. I got married back in August. So that was about 3 months ago. And yes, I'm one of those people. I got married to my best friend and somebody who's also just as socially awkward as I am. It's pretty fantastic. Meeting people for me before was really difficult. I would walk up to somebody and just be like, "Hi." That person would be like, "Hello." That's about how my interactions would go. So, we met in a super romantic way. I was really drunk and he could feed me. So that. But I am really happy that like before all this, we did get to meet in like a really raw, like one-on-one and personable moment, because I figured I would not have been good at dating apps like Bumble and Tinder. Yeah, it just would not have panned out for me. I honestly could see it. My profile picture would read something along the lines of half Black female living in Idaho. No, I'm not the prize at the end of your sex scavenger hunt. Please continue. I'm flat chested. Actually, that's not true. It's like I got a cup and a pinch. Gets the job done. The rest of the call for, in my opinion. And then I know I would get way too personal with the details. Like the carpet does in fact match the drapes. And not only color, length, but and temperament. Got this curly nappy head back here. And then my second profile picture would be a picture of me when I first wake up in the morning, just to give them a good idea of what's going on down here. So, and that is not true. I do trim it up. I'm pretty all natural, but I trim the high friction areas because white women love to come and talk to me about their knotted, windblown hair. And I'm just like, you need to stop, because if I don't trim this up right, I got to cut a fucking dread out of it. Okay. No, but my husband and I are very happy together. We have a little family. We have a dog and a cat, and we just recently got the cat. I don't have any jokes for her yet, except that she's a fucking terror, and I'm not as much of a cat person as I thought I was. That's all I got. It's usually me and the dog huddled in the fucking corner of the couch, like, get her away from us. But our dog, this is the first dog I've ever owned in my adult life, and we definitely had to learn some things the hard way with him at first. Like, maybe don't have sex with each other while the dog is in the room. That's a pro tip right there. And just so you all are aware, there is no faster way for a person to lose a boner when the dog licks their asshole. Not good. Yeah. And then don't laugh afterwards because it really doesn't help the situation. He threw me into a wall that night, and I was like, you know what? You get one. That's okay. That's a good one. It was on accident. He was very surprised. Something I had to learn, maybe don't leave your Diva cup on the counter. It looks suspiciously like a chew toy to dogs. It was clean though, so that's good. One of my favorite jokes to do, because usually in an audience, there's like at least one man who's just like, Diva cup. And I'm like, oh, sweetie, that's a nice little eco-friendly period cup that we just put up inside of us. It's great. And then he just turns beet red. And there was actually one time I was doing a show and there were two male comedians and they were talking about it. And I was just like, okay, like, let me in, what's up? And one of them was like, well, I understand what it's for and I get it, but I just don't understand the application process. I was like, boo-boo, that's not for you. I don't think you understand the application process. Like, and hopefully no woman is asking you anytime soon to assist in said application process. I really hope not. Another thing we had to learn with the dog, definitely different breeds go through different styles of toys and all that stuff. Hank is a bully breed dog, so he chews through everything. And my friend told me about these bully breed sticks that are silicone. They're supposed to be long lasting. When I looked them up, I was like, these just look like dildos. I was like, oh shit, you know what? That's a really good idea. So I popped on down to my adult shop and I bought my dog a dildo. It was great. Bought myself one too. They were half price. I don't care what kind of relationship you are in. Self-love is important. You know how to do it right. He's learning still. But we do rent our home, and there was one time my husband was asking me, he was like, hey, we do have a maintenance guy coming over. Are you going to be comfortable at home by yourself with this strange man coming? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. He'll be all right. So about 10 minutes before the maintenance man shows up, I give Hank his dildo. Maintenance man knocks on the door. He just opens the door, and all this man sees is my dog throwing this dick all around the room. He's just fucking gnawing on it. I just look at my maintenance man. I look at my dog. I'm like, oh, I feel so safe right now. So, you take anything away from my set, if you have a dog and live by yourself and have to have strange men come over, just buy him a dildo. It's a great thing. Yeah, so there, Idaho honestly it's not a bad place. People are friendly. It's not too bad of a place, but I will end with this, y'all. There are a lot of Mormons here. A lot of Mormons. And they're not all bad people when they're not being racist pieces of shit. But they do have this one thing that I just find so fascinating, and it's called soaking. Oh, I have somebody on this room chat who knows what that is. So for those of you who don't know, soaking is where the man can get fully erect, stick his dick inside the woman's vagina, and as long as he doesn't thrust, it is not a sin. I was like, damn, that shit just sounds mean to me. And then my next question was like, well, what happens if the guy sneezes? It's like, got you. Well, sorry, dude. Your Mormon God's like, sorry, man, you're not getting a planet or turn into a fucking jelly bean, whatever it is they get. I don't know. And then also, she can't say bless you at that point, y'all. All right, thank you all. This has been a lot of fun. My name is Reese Samuels, and yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, Reese. You guys keep it going for Reese Samuels. Oh my God, finally someone else that does a Mormon soaking joke. Oh, mine's related to how I do dishes, but still, God damn, I appreciate that. Oh my God. Did everyone have a great time tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we show the world that women are funny, just in case they didn't already fucking know? Yeah, you bet your ass we did. If you enjoyed yourself at this show, SuitMan Productions does put on an all-woman lineup once a month. It's the second Saturday of the month at 8 p.m. It's called Raw Comedy or Ridiculously Amazing Women because, you know, we like to take weird, dirty sounding words and be like, nope, feminism. So you can check that out. Check out SuitMan Productions on Facebook. Give them a like, give them a follow. Check them out on YouTube. Check me out on Facebook. I'm Tara Christian-Weidner. I am the host and producer at Living Room Comedy. Give my company a like too. Check out Ashley Gutermuth tomorrow night on Leftover Turkeys, which is another show that we're putting on. And then let's put our hands together and give a huge, oh my God, I forgot the batteries in my mouse died. Hang on one second. All right, bring it down. I know, right? Perfect timing. This is great. All right. So everyone, put your hands together and let's give a huge thank you once again to Surer Qaly, Kelly Zemnickis, Bobby Sutton, Kim Cook, Ashley Gutermuth, Rachel Rothenberg, Jihan Sabir, and Reese Samuels. You guys were all fantastic. I am so honored to be your host. This was a great show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. And you guys have a fantastic rest of your Friday night. Happy late Thanksgiving. Happy whatever holiday you celebrate. Peace out, homies. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank y'all. Angels
Bye-bye.
on y'all.
Peace out.
Thank you.
All right. Live feed's done. Recording.